Huh. All of you, please write down. Ask them to join immediately. Don't write again and again your name. Once you finished writing your name, don't write again and again. Only once you write your name in the chat box. Huh. All of you, please write down the module 5. Module first. First you write module 5. Below that write down. Below that write down force measurement. Below that write down force measurement. All of you keep your notebook, pen, pencil, scale, eraser, and pen. First, what is the meaning of force? Force is nothing but gravitational attraction between masses. One thing, say if you lift a rock, if you leave that in the air, what will happen? It will go upward direction or downward direction. So it will come fall on the floor or fall on the earth. That is nothing but the force may be defined as a measure of the gravitational attraction between masses. So this is the definition of the force. Definition of force. Definition of force. Keep the complete sentence in inverted commas and underline that, put a colon and hyphen. Sorry, not have colon and hyphen. Keep the sentence in inverted commas, put a full stop, underline that. Underline that. Next paragraph, write down. Force is usually measured by applying it to a calibrated device. It to a calibrated device which resists the force, and indicates, I repeat, write down, force is usually measured by applying it to a calibrated device which resists the force and indicates or records its magnitude. Full stop. The highly accurate developed scales developed scales for the measurement of weight can be used for measurement of measurement of other forces measurement of other forces. First, what is the force? Force is defined as the gravitational attraction between masses. Gravitational attraction between masses. This is the definition. And remember, in your lifetime, 1 kg dead weight. All of you seen in the grocery shop or in the provision shop, 1 kg dead weight. Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Uh, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. See, remember in your lifetime, the 1 kg dead weight produce 1 kg force. Remember, this is very, very important for mechanical engineers. 1 kg dead weight produce 1 kg force, 1 kg F. This is the measurement is required for any type of measurement. 1 kg dead weight can produce 1 kg force. 1 equal to 1. Next, come to the point. All of you write down. First, write down in uppercase letters fundamental method of force measurement. Write the complete title in uppercase letter, fundamental method of force measurement. Underline that. No need to write colon and hyphen. Just you write fundamental method of force measurement. Remember, the force measurement is classified into two types. One is direct comparison, second one indirect comparison. So direct comparison, that is nothing but the all of you seen the vegetable shop, there will be a scale, left pan and right pan, bringing the needle to read 0. There you directly compare that unknown magnitude with the standard known magnitude, that is in the form of dead weight, 500 grams, 1 kg or 2 kg or 10 kg or 5 kg, like that. That is direct comparison. Direct comparison. But in case of indirect comparison, you have a translation. Translation. There you have transducer which senses the input, transduces the input and send it to the second stage. In the second stage, the input signal is amplified, rectified, transduced and converted into the form of a third stage which it can accept. And the final readout may be if it is the mass, that is in kg per millimeter square or kg per centimeter square or kg force. Nowadays all the grocery shop, they have digital weighing machine. So in that digital weighing machine, the load acting on the platform, which is converted into volt analogous signal, that force is converted into analogous signal, that analogous signal is converted into voltage signal, then the voltage signal is converted into digital signal. In the digital display board, you have the weight of the unknown magnitude in kg. in kgs, that is indirect comparison. And beam balancing and adjusting the scale to read zero in the vegetable shop, that is direct comparison. I ask you to measure length of the workpiece by using steel scale, that is direct comparison. I ask you to measure the resistance of the resistor using multimeter, that is indirect comparison. See, all of you understand, direct comparison means direct result. Indirect comparison, there will be a translation. Voltage signal is transduced and which is converted into digital form. The digital form gives the result in the form of which is required by the operator. Now you just write down subdivision number 1, direct comparison. Next line, write down indirect comparison. Indirect comparison. First, number 1, write down direct comparison. Direct comparison, underline that, put a colon and hyphen. This method, this method implies some form of, first you write down subdivision number 1, direct comparison, underline that, put a colon and hyphen. This method implies some form of beam balance, beam balance using null balance technique, null balance, full stop. If the beam neither amplifies nor attenuates, ATTENUATES. See here, there is no amplification, there is no filtration, there is no rectification, direct result, direct answer. So here there is no conversion, there is no translation, direct result. Neither amplifies nor attenuates, comma, the comparison is direct. The comparison is direct. Underline that. Next line, write down example. Example, analytical balance. Analytical balance. Analytical balance. Next line, write down indirect comparison. Indirect comparison. Underline that, put a colon and hyphen. This is done with a standard. This is done with a standard through the use of calibrated system. Through the use of calibrated system. Through the use of calibrated system. Next paragraph, write down. In beam balancing method, compare the masses. Compare the masses comma, whereas indirect whereas indirect comparison, calibrated, calibrated transducer, calibrated transducer sense the gravitational attraction, gravitational attraction or weight. Next line, write down electronic weighing machine, electronic weighing machine. Electronic weighing machine. Next, you write down analytical balance. Analytical balance. See here, steel yard mass or dead weight. All of you write down W1. First, you finish off the diagram. Unknown force. Completed?
No, sir.
Oh, so very. Left side W1, steel yard mass. Below that, write down dead weight, standard dead weight, standard dead weights, 500 grams, 1 kg, comma, 5 kgs, etc. Dead weights 500 grams, comma 1 kg, comma 2 kgs, comma 5 kgs, etc. The right side W2, unknown mass, unknown force, unknown force. That may be anything, vegetable, grocery, or any item you don't know the weight. By trial and error, you can adjust the needle.
Done, sir.
Uh, okay. All of you stop writing. Listen properly. This is a very, very important. Almost all the question paper, you have a question. Explain briefly direct indirect method of force measurement. This is direct measurement. In that good example, analytical balance. So all of you seen in the market or in the vegetable shop, on the grocery shop, there will be a beam on left side and right side. There will be a pan which is W1. Left side pan is W1, right side pan is W2, which is falling. The pan is connected to the trapezoidal needle type of
ಸರ್ ಗೌತಮಿಗೆ ಅಲೋ
lever.
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಂತೆ.
ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ ಕಣೋ, ನನಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ? ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ ಕೇಳು ಬೇಗ.
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾ, ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್ ಆದ.
ಹಾ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Say the measurement of force is directly, it is classified into two types. One is direct comparison, other one indirect comparison. In direct comparison, the good example analytical balance, which is used in chemistry lab, physics physics lab, and also in our mechanical laboratory. That is the conventional method of using weighing machine in the laboratory. What are the things present in analytical balance? First one, the good example, beam balance. The needle to read zero, that is called beam balance. All of you here, you write down zero. Say, all of you observe here, the arrow mark indicates the position, the line on the circular graduation. Here you write down zero. Below that write down null balance. NULLBALANCE, null balance. Next, very, very important, before conducting any measurement, adjust the instrument or the measuring device to read zero. That is called null balance. See, observe here. This is, you have adjusted the beam which is placed on the knife edge, triangular knife edge here. The beam is balanced and which reads the zero. This is called null balance. And the left side you have a pan that is balanced or positioned or mounted on a triangular knife edge which is overhanged by three chain or the thread, that is W1, steel yard mass or dead weight of dead weights. Below that write down 500 grams, 1 kg, comma 2 kgs, comma 5 kgs, etc. On right side W2, unknown force or ROR, unknown mass. How do you carry out the measurement? That is the first question. First, you adjust the beam to read zero, that is null balance, and keep the dead weight 1 kg in the pan 1, that is W1. And the unknown force, that may be a chemical, That may be a vegetable or that may be a grocery. Keep that in the unknown force pile or W2. See, if the unknown mass is less, add the unknown mass, or unknown mass is high, more, you remove little bit. Suppose you are weighing the rice. See, the unknown force is rice. You need 1 kg. If the weight of the rice is more than 1 kg, remove little bit, bring the balance to read 0. Or if the weight of the rice is less 1 kg, then you add some rice to bring the balance to read 0. This beam oscillates up and down. Both the sides oscillates up and down. So that is when you bring W1 equal to W2, that is the measurement. That is the principle of operation of analytical balance. Analytical balance. That is W1 equal to W2. That is L left hand side equal to right hand side. LHS equal to RHS. Now you write down the explanation. Now write down explanation for analytical balance. Probably the simplest weight or force force measuring system is the ordinary equal arm beam balance or equal arm beam balance or analytical balance, analytical balancing analytical balancing machine or analytical weighing machine, analytical weighing machine, or analytical weighing machine. Next paragraph, write down. Basically, this is a device. Basically, this is a device which operates on the principle of moment comparison. Remember, the moment comparison means oscillation of left fan and the oscillation of right fan. Bring both the fans to null balance, equal comparison. That is called moment comparison. Underline the word moment comparison. Full stop. The moment produced, the moment produced, moment produced by the unknown weight or mass or force is compared with that produced by a known mass, produced by a known mass. Full stop. When null balance is obtained when null balance is obtained, comma, the two TWO, two weights are equal. Two weights are equal, comma, provided the two TWO, two arm lengths, two arm lengths are identical. Arm lengths are identical. Full stop. A check on arm a check on arm equivalence may easily be made by simply interchanging the two TWO, two weights. Full stop. If balance was initially achieved initially achieved and if it is maintained after exchanging the weights comma, uh, please all of you write your name USN in the chat box. Please write only once, don't write twice or thrice. Please write only once in the chat box. After exchanging the weights, comma, it can only be concluded that the weights are equal, comma, as also the arm lengths. Full stop. This method for checking the true null of a system true null of a system is known as the method of symmetry. That is beam balance. Method of symmetry. Keep the word symmetry in inverted commas in bracket. Write down beam balance. Close the bracket. Write the words beam balance in bracket. Underline the word symmetry. Keep the word symmetry in inverted commas. Next line, write down example. Next line, write down example. Analytical balance, which is used in chemistry and physics labs. Chemistry and physics laboratories. Physics laboratories. Now, please, all of you, write your name and USN in the chat box. This much is enough for this class, and I will continue in the next class. Answer roll call. Answer roll call. Pawan or
Yes,
all of
sir.
you, all of you unmute yourself. Sharon S,
Yes, sir.
Arun,
Yes, sir.
Kalpit,
Yes, sir.
Guru Prasad,
Yes, sir.
Shashank,
Yes, sir.
Sindhu,
Present, sir.
Vishnu, sorry, Varshini,
Present, sir.
Prajwal,
Present, sir.
Sanjay Kumar,
Yes, sir.
Kalesh, SR, Rohan CS,
Yes, sir.
Shaktinag,
Yes, sir.
Sharan S, Abhishek N,
Yes, sir.
Rajat R, Dikshit MY,
Yes, sir.
Swaroop SJ,
Yes, sir.
Mohammad Riaz, Syed Adnan, Sharon S, Darshan D,
Present, sir.
Gopi, Ayush,
Yes, sir.
Aman, Sharon S, Akash, Mohammad Taib,
Yes, sir.
Mallikarjun,
Present, sir.
Hashim Khan, Chetan,
Present, sir.
Dheeraj Naika.
Present, sir.
ಶರಣ್ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಎರಡೆರಡು ಸಲ ಬರೀತೀಯಾ? ಆಕಾಶ್ ಸಾಸ್ನೂರ್, ಆಕಾಶ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎರಡು ಸಲ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ಯಾ. ಸೈಯದ್ ಅದ್ನಾನ್ ಕಾಶಿಫ್ ನೀನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸಮರ್ಥ್ GM, ಐಮನ್ ಮುಸಫಿಕಾನ್,
Sir.
ಗೌತಮ್, ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಎನ್, ಧೀರಜ್ ನಾಯ್ಕ, ಜಯಸ್ವತಿ,
Present, sir.
ಅರುಣ್
Maz.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹರ್ಷ್ ಕೆ,
Present, sir.
Sir, Maz absent. Maz absent.
ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ತೇಬ್,
Yes, sir.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಡಬಲ್ ಟೈಮು? ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್, ಶಕ್ತಿನಾಗ್,
Yes, sir.
ಧೀರಜ್ ನಾಯ್ಕ,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
ಅಮನ್ ಗೌಡ,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ಹಶೀಮ್ ಖಾನ್.
Present, sir.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. Now I stop at this stage. I will continue in the next class.